Our next big story is the Samsung A52s 5G. Now, Samsung does a pretty good job with the A series. Aggressive, premium looks, clean and minimalistic design on this one. 6.5-inch Super AMOLED display, and you know, Samsung always does great displays. Then 120Hz refresh rate on that. That came as a bit of a surprise. Snapdragon 778G, great processor, IP67 rating, expandable storage and 3.5mm headphone jack. So all those sound good. Then the camera department also pretty good. Quad rear cameras, battery, a 5000 mAh battery with a 25-watt fast charger. And yes, it is in the box. Let's take a look at our review.
After delivering a series of hits with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 and the Z Fold 3, Samsung is shifting focus to the mid-range market. Now the premium mid-range market is chock full of smartphone options. From speed to cameras to design or even gaming features, the competition isn't backing down. Can Samsung balance feature set with a classic design? Let's find out in the Cell Guru review of the Samsung Galaxy A52s 5G. Minimalism is the name of the game when it comes to the Samsung A52s 5G. You'll find clean lines and understated elegance. The back of the phone is striking in how it lacks any sharp bumps, gradients or shiny elements. The phone is available in a range of pastel shades, but the matte white variant shines through with its downplayed flair. The entire construction is polycarbonate, but the phone feels premium to the touch with no flex. The side of the phone has a glossy metallic finish that unfortunately attracts fingerprints. Moving over to the front, you can see some corners were cut. The large bezels taken away from the upmarket feel of the phone and are unexpected from a premium mid-range phone. What doesn't disappoint, however, is the 6.5-inch Super AMOLED screen. The 120Hz panel has impeccable color accuracy and goes as high as 800 nits for outdoor visibility. We took it out and about to test the display, and text remains perfectly visible even under direct sunlight. The screen is also perfectly suited for multimedia consumption. More so when combined with the stereo speakers. Samsung has partnered with Dolby to optimize the speakers for Atmos content. Volume levels are adequately high and there's a depth to the sound you don't often get from phones. Yes, there's even a bit of bass. Elsewhere, the phone's in-display fingerprint reader stands out for its quick unlock speeds. On the performance side of things, the Samsung A52s 5G is powered by a Snapdragon 778G chipset. The octa-core processor gives the phone plenty of grunt for day-to-day tasks, but is far from the most powerful option in the segment. Everyday tasks are no hassle for the phone, and if all you do is surf the web, look up social media or take calls, the A52s will be up for the task. Gaming too is handled fairly well, though you might have to drop a few settings. Avid gamers might want to seek more performance-oriented alternatives. On the software side, there is Android 11 on board with One UI. The phone has plenty of options to customize the interface to your liking. However, the sheer amount of bloatware and third-party applications are a letdown to the premium experience Samsung is going for. Samsung is going big with the cameras, but the star of the show is the 64-megapixel primary camera. This is paired with a 12-megapixel ultra-wide shooter as well as 5-megapixel cameras for macro photos and depth sensing. No, there is no telephoto camera here. Photos from the main camera are rather good, though they have the telltale signs of aggressive HDR. This is particularly noticeable when capturing skies or clouds. Photos also end up slightly overexposed for a brighter image. Look closely and you'll find a good amount of detail in the images, and the camera does a decent job in low light too. Samsung has done a good job at handling distortion with the 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor on the A52s 5G, and capturing wide landscapes of large groups of people is not an issue. We also like the macro camera that packs enough detail to take usable close-ups. Cropping is not an issue. Finally, portrait mode is very good, though the camera does trip up occasionally with hair. Over on the front is a 32-megapixel selfie camera that takes detailed shots. That said, once again, images look a bit overexposed and you can notice a fair amount of skin retouching, which you may or may not like. Thanks to the frugal processor and large 4500 mAh battery, the Samsung A52s 5G delivers a long-lasting battery life. In fact, with moderate use, We clocked almost 2 days of use on a single charge. Charging speeds, however, lag behind the competition, with the phone supporting a maximum of 25 watts of charging speeds. Priced starting at Rs 35,999, the Samsung A52s 5G brings a lot to the table. The design stands out and the performance is adequate. The primary camera in particular delivers the goods and the battery life will go 2 days easily. The phone isn't the absolute best value in the segment, however, for fans of Samsung phones, the A52s 5G is a great option in the premium mid-range segment.